Hello, welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you are all doing fine today. I have a new journal to show you that I just finished, and it has to do with corsets and sewing, and it also is a new graphic kit that's in my Etsy shop, and I will leave the link below. It was a lot of fun to do. It was a lot of work, but it was worth it. And so I'm going to do a flip through of this journal, which will be available in my Etsy shop for purchase. But before I do that, I just want to say that you still have 1 week to get your entries in for the giveaway. And I must say, you ladies are keeping me busy. I have up to 90 entries right now, and you're all just working crazy, and I appreciate it because it's fun. And I just want to remind you of the gift that you will receive if your name is drawn. And I have all this lovely lace and trim and appliques, which I have showed you on the very first video of me showing you what was going to be as a giveaway for you. And so I hope that if you're not in the giveaway, that you will want to win this. And all you have to do is make something, whether a tag, an envelope, or whatever, with a little girl on it for junk journaling, ephemera, and post it in my Facebook group. And every time you post something, I will put your name down. And I will tell you that I've entered it so that you know for sure. It is good for you to tag me, because sometimes I think I saw everything and then I come back an hour later and I just saw something that was there that I didn't see before. So please tag me when you put something in. And if you're not in my Facebook group, I hope you'll join. I'm gonna have another giveaway next week, and let me just give you a little hint. The color blue is going to be involved. And it's not going to be all blue lace, but it is going to be blue lace and blue trims and stuff with regular lace, like is in this box. There will be very pretty laces as well, not just blue laces, but there will be a lot of other pretty laces that you can use on your journals. So that's just a hint. If you want to be in the next giveaway, I would suggest that you get your blue papers together, your blue items together, and wait for me to tell you what the challenge is, and then you can enter in. I will do a whole video on, I will show the prize, and I will show the details, and we'll go from there, okay? And I want to thank you, ladies. You're keeping me busy. You are really keeping me busy. You're really serious about this, but so am I. So I'm so glad you have decided to join my challenge and also join my Facebook group and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you're not subscribed, I hope that you will subscribe. I appreciate it, and I appreciate your comments. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. I also appreciate that. Okay, so in the beginning here, I made a tassel, a flower tassel, and I added this plus seam binding, and I decorated the front. Now, I just bought 3 new wedding gowns, okay? So there's a lot of wedding gown appliques on here from the ones I just bought. I cannot apologize. All I can say is I'm addicted. My husband doesn't help me any, because if he sees a wedding gown at a Goodwill, he goes and grabs it until I get there. Nobody's going to get that wedding gown till I see it first. And believe me, he's serious. This is not for you. This is for my wife. So anyways, but this is one of the graphics in the kit. And when you open it, I have made some tickets, and there are pages. I consider this a mini kit because I didn't do a lot of envelopes. I did do a lot of tags. I did do ephemera. Here's some of the ephemera. I added some pretty vintage shoes to the tickets, plus I have tickets throughout that I've used. You will see there's a lot more than just these. Some early century, 18th century people, women, maybe early 19th century. These are tags that are included in the kit. And there are quite a few tags. So on the first page, I made a nice big pocket. And I love these pages. I've added some roses and flourishes. And here is a 1800s maybe girl with her corset on. This is about corsets and sewing and dresses. I wanted to do dresses. I wanted to do all of that. So I combined them because I have a lot of both. And I was playing with it. And this is what I came up with. Here is another ticket with a corset. And here is... I made it to look like it was on an advertising page, even though, you know, it's not. It's and there's some lace there. Now, she is on one of the tickets. See, you can see her here. There's two of them. And I cut her out and just put her along the edge that I had added trim. And then over here is a beautiful dress. And I love these dresses. I hope you can see it good. My camera is sliding, as of course. And then over here are a couple of tags. Oh, I was going to put the green trim. I have it out. I will do that. The green lace on both of them, not just one. And this is from a bridal gown that had these beautiful pink satin like flowers, but really they're just, I think, a square of satin gathered up to a point and then added into the pocket, which I thought was, the whole gown was like that. Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. And over here is from one of my brand new wedding gowns that I just got and took apart. And on this ticket, we have I put a hat box, and here is another corset that I made, and I added these words from the 1800s, added some trim, and this is just a sewing graphic that I did. And, you know, sometimes I have to add things because of glue. I don't know about you, but glue gets on things. And so it's not so bad because it's a junk journal. And can't we put anything in it that we want? Well, we should be able to. So this is a lift up. This is wedding gown here, and I don't know what that is. Okay, and so then I have a pocket here with another corset that I made and some tags for that pocket. You can put any tags in there you want. And then here's another pretty gown that I made. I love this. She's in the bedroom getting ready for that special day, whatever it may be. Could be her wedding day, could be a prom, could be a beautiful nightgown. I mean, honeymoon, anything. Okay, so over here is a tuck spot. These are some clusters that I made, or snippets, whatever you want to call them. And I added a couple more corset tags. I do love playing with the corsets because you can do all kinds of colors and roses. I love roses. And as you can see, these pages all have the roses on them, and that is included in the kit. Also, line pages, which match, is included in the kit. Here's some more wedding gown trim and a little ticket that I made with a corset on it. And so this is just for journaling. And more of the roses. And I added roses to the picture of this gown I made with roses. Yeah, I'm a rose fanatic. It's true. And then over here, I used some organza fabric that has sequins in it. And I just love the fabric, but I never use it for anything. So I used it for a pocket. And then it hangs down. And then here's a couple more corset tags that I just put in there. Now this one I did as a 1800s Cooley's cork corset. I owe my graceful figure to Cooley's corks corset. So what I did was, this is from one of my newest wedding gowns, and I added some trim up here. I know it doesn't match in the mirror, but who cares? No one's looking at that, right? Right. And she's got her bouquet over here and her gloves here. And then it opens, and I put some pockets here and some more ephemera tags. And here's another one of those pretty little wedding gown flowers. I added some washi tape, and then this is just a little scrappy pad, and so that just folds up like that. And then over here, I've had this for a long time. It's beaded and it's pink, and it came on this gorgeous, gorgeous dress. And I cut it all apart, and it's just so big. I never use it because the applique is huge, and it's all beads, and they're not glass, they're plastic. So what I decided to do was, well, I'll use one little piece of it to decorate one side of a page. You also get pages without the roses, in case you don't like the roses in there. I mean, I like to be, what do you call it? I don't know. Variety is all I can think of, but that's not the word that goes there. But anyway, some little trim here and here. And this is a pretty, pretty blue corset. I love this one with the roses. And these are the roses I picked from this corset to finish off all of the pages. I love those roses. They came out so nice. And we've got some more lined paper. Center of the book, and it lays nice and flat. I did a hidden spine on here, and I recently learned how to do them, and I absolutely love them. They make the journals nice and flat, and I did use the Tyvek. I doubled it and made it very secure, so I'm very happy with it. Okay, and then over here, this is a whole page that is, well, this one doesn't have the flowers, but on the other side is over here. It has the flowers. And I cut these girls out. They actually have a measuring tape that I just kind of played around with and put to connect them. But then I decided I'd rather decorate them with something. I cut them out and I put them on foam tape. And I found this old ad that says, "The Princess Hip assures correct fit to gowns, Corset Company, Worcester, Massachusetts." And then over here I made it smaller and put the Corset Company and everything that says there on this ticket. And this is just pretty yellow trim, and this is off of a pink gown. I love just tearing things apart and putting them back together, but in a different way so that they benefit me and whoever sees them. Okay, and then there's also this page here that's just got some faint leaves in the background. I didn't do a lot of those. I didn't care for them all that much, but I thought just to give a different, a variety. That was the word I was looking for before. Variety. I like variety. Okay, some more lined paper. And then over here is a snippet I did. I made these probably a year ago and have not used them on anything. This one and this one, I made them kind of like a set. I think that's the only two I put in here. And then I made this little ad, which I really think is cute. And I put it there. And then I made this gown, and I was going to put lace all around it. So I had cut it out and resized it. I was going to do a lot of things, but you know how that goes. It doesn't always turn out. So I actually just liked it like that because I like this page with the clusters. Now I do have a video, and I believe I made these clusters on camera. And if I didn't, I know I made some others very similar to it. So you could, if you're interested, I showed how my thought process of how to put it together. And really, it's pretty simple, pretty easy. And so if you're interested in that, you can see that video. And this is a pretty gown here with roses and yellow. I like yellow and pink. I think that's nice. And then I put up here Wilson Sewing Company, and I put some words in the background just to make it look like an ad. And then over here I've got more lined paper, and these are papers with the roses, and I added some wording here, and this one says Paris on it. I added some French wording. And then over here is a gown that this is a page. It's just like this, and she's on there. And what I did was I printed this gown on photo paper to make it stand out, and then I made it into a pocket so that you could tuck something in there. And this little lady is looking in the mirror and looking at herself, and this little lady is also looking in the mirror, and they're looking at themselves in this beautiful dress or gown or nightgown. I always think of them as kind of like nightgowns to me. Now then, here we go. I've got some, this is a vintage wedding gown. And then over here is 2 tuck spots. All right, the first one I printed on paper, these mannequins, and then here I took, it's a tag that's included in the kit, and I glued that, and then I glued this. So you got a tuck spot here, and you got a tuck spot there. So you have 2 spots there. And then with some more lined paper. And then in the back I did just like the front with the pocket. I was going to get fancy, but I didn't. And we have more tags, and I did put a lot of tags into this kit, which I'm going to call a mini kit, because I think there's only 8 decorated pages such as these in the kit, and then there's the blank pages. You can make as many as you want. And look, I put that corset. This lady's in her slip. She's hanging on to a corset there. I didn't show my husband that. He'd think I was stupid. Anyways, aren't we glad we don't have to do that these days? Oh, my mother, she didn't wear a corset. She wore a girdle all her life. All her life she wore a girdle and a dress. She was born in 1932. So, glad I wasn't. And the back of the journal, this is from my newest wedding gown. I cut the, I didn't cut it. I took all the stitching out and released it from its lace and put it back here. So let me take a look, see if anything we need to go over on the front. I don't think so. I just did a lot of applique. This is from a little girl's dress. I love these squiggly embellishments on a dress. And just appliques, and I actually got some green appliques off of a gown. I didn't get a lot. It wasn't on there a lot. You don't see that color. But anyway, so that's all I have to show you for tonight. And like I said, this is available in my Etsy shop if you're interested in a journal to do with sewing and corsets and, you know, advertisements. It'll be in my shop. The link will be below. And don't forget, you've got one more week. You've got till May 5th to get your entries in. And ladies, I'm going to just have to get a bigger notebook. That's all there is to it. And I'll be back after we do that this giveaway. I'll be back to tell you about the next giveaway and what the challenge will be. Thank you for stopping by, and if you like my video, I hope you will give me a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, I hope you will subscribe. And if you're not a member of my my Facebook group, please, I hope you'll join. I have a Friday freebie. Every Friday I post new free graphics, and I also have patterns that are free. So, okay, I think that covers it all. And I'll see you in the next video.